What up, homies? Welcome to Extreme Music Wrestling, man. This is our first episode. I'm Big Mac.
I'm Mama Mac.
And I think we're going to get started by kind of telling y'all what we're going to get into on this episode. We got some Wicked Body Productions updates about new releases and upcoming releases. And then we're going to talk a little bit about other people's music. And maybe give y'all a sneak peek of something coming out soon. Or that's already out. We don't know yet. And then moving to some wrestling shit, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Alright, so first up on Wicked Body releases, I want to remind everybody to check out the new dope-ass, super fresh music video with Mattapelli by me and my boy Bio. That's bio-macc and Mattapelli. The song's called Gory Dreams. You can find it on YouTube. You can find the track anywhere. The music is being streamed currently, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? And it's super fresh, man. My boy Foulmouth, also from New Mexico, but a different part, murdered the production and directorial stuff and shooting of that video. He actually murdered it. You know what I mean? You could tell it came out dope. So. Oh
yeah, there's like some clips in there, like lightning shooting from the eyes. There's slow motion clips that are dope. There's back and forth clips that are dope.
This is a super fresh music video, so go check that out on YouTube. If you don't know who Mattapelli is, get into them, give them a follow everywhere, run their shit up. They just dropped an awesome new album, Suffer Not Dishonor. And yeah, all their shit's wonderful, bro. So go check that out. Next up, as far as Wicked Body releases, we just dropped the GDG's first and newest EP. Is called Pink Hair, Green Shoes. Also streaming everywhere. That's me and Mama Mac here.
Yeah.
And we're kind of following a storyline. I don't want to give too much away, but pay close attention to certain things, you know what I mean? You'll get the vibe by the end of it, is all I'm saying. Me, myself, I have another EP coming out called Duality on Valentine's Day. I think there's some dope tracks on there. I'm really excited for people to hear it. But let's backtrack a little bit. What do you think is the dopest track off of Pink Hair, Green Shoes that people need to go check out right now?
Definitely. I think they should pay attention to the intro and outro tracks, because I think those are important in this storytelling. But I think my favorite is 1402 and a half. And that one's the dopest because I think it tells the most of the story of the EP.
I agree with that statement, but I think my favorite is the Mad Toy Box. And I think OG Juggalos really get why. It has kind of a more upbeat, just straight carny vibe to it. I like it a lot. I mean, maybe I'm partial, but I like the whole little EP. Like I said, I really think old school Juggalos is going to be into it. It's a good mix of shit, too, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, most definitely. It gives a little bit of flavor here and there.
Honestly, though, man, we've all been staying busy over here at Wicked Body. Shit, I dropped a couple EPs, a couple different singles and shit. Been doing a lot of collabs. Mama Mac's been working her ass off, getting stuff done. Tracks and Pink Hair, Green Shoes. We're already starting on the LP to follow that up. Bio has been around, you know what I mean? He's been doing his thing, getting it done. Anyway, yeah, man, we've been super busy. Make sure to check out everything headed your way. I know there's been a lot already this year. It's only going to get more packed, you know what I mean, as the year goes on. We got a lot of shows coming up. I don't want to give too much of that away because sometimes plans change. But, yeah, a lot of shows, a lot of dope-ass collabs, a lot of different projects and types of projects coming from the bod soon, very soon, or just barely happened. And yeah, man, that's about all we've been up to. I want to move on and talk about someone else's music for a minute. Man, there's been so many dope artists doing so much lately. You know what I mean? And I think we're going to try to make that a segment here on the show, is where we talk about at least one artist every episode. I'm going to go ahead and nominate as the artist of the week Seuss Mace. I've been checking out so much of his stuff lately. He has a new single out called Fickle Faith
with DJ Hoppa.
Yeah, and that is so amazing, man. His bars are unlike anybody else's. I can honestly say that. Not only in the way they're formed, but the words that he chooses to use. He's incredible, man. He's a really dope artist. He's kind of been blowing up, you know what I mean, lately. He's worked with Tech and Scarecrow and, you know, the whole Nut House and all that. He's done some other stuff like that. He has so many dope tracks, too. If you go on his YouTube, his videos, you know, they're all shot and edited by him. Not all of them. Most of them, I believe, right?
He did that one song that is new, too, with those beatboxers. Bury 'em.
How do you say it? Barry Wham. I don't know how you say it. But, yeah, he killed that. I forget what it's called. Isn't it called, like, Dope or something like that?
Yes.
Something like that. Yeah, it's dope, man. It's been over all over social media, all over Instagram. I'm sure TikTok, I don't get on there much. But he's been pushing it, and it's for good reason, man. He's just extremely talented. So that's one reason why Seuss Mace is our Artist of the Week. He's dope, man. Check him out. If I can give a couple mentions of songs that you should probably listen to in the near future, it would have to be Fickle Faith by Seuss Mace, of course. It would have to be The Babadook. It would have to be... Man, there's so many. Black Mold, right?
Oh, yeah.
Hip Optimism.
Yes.
Any of his stuff ranging back for years now. If you're a real hip-hop person, if you're a real lover of underground music, you're going to love it, man. You're going to love it. You're going to have a great time jamming some Seuss Mace. So go and check out Seuss Mace. 100%, man. You will not be disappointed.
If you're a lover of visual art, you'll still love him because he does take time with his visuals. Like Babadook, that one is really good. And even his little skits, like, I have no idea where he was, like London or somewhere in the UK or somewhere like that. He was rapping and people were all getting down with him and stuff like that. I thought that was really cool, and he was just loving it.
He's having a good time with it, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
His visuals are always dope, too. I can't remember the name of the song right now, and I'll go back and put in the comment section wherever I can where this ends up being posted. But he has a video where he's dressed up like a Oompa Loompa eating chocolate in the bathroom. And it's an emotional song. And it's just, yeah, I'll find the name of it and give it to y'all. It's dope. I'm sure if you hit up his YouTube, I mean, it's most likely the only video you're going to see him dressed up as an Oompa Loompa in. So if you see him with orange skin and, you know, the hair, and that's the video. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Incredibly dope, man. Incredibly dope. See, I don't really stay up on my videos that much because I'm more of an audio person. I don't really, you know, sometimes no particular video in mind, I promise. Sometimes a shitty video can ruin an astounding song. So I kind of stay off of YouTube as far as videos or as far as anything like that for music. I'd rather use my Spotify to, you know, bump some shit. My favorite thing to do is buy CDs and just stick it in the old player from 2001. If anybody still has one of those that's listening to this, I'll be surprised. But just do that, man, and listen to it front to back and see how it rides out as an album. Or if it's a single, just listen to it that way, you know what I mean?
Exactly. Just chill back with a good old time and...
Yeah, kind of do it the old-fashioned way. Like, that's how everyone from my generation discovered music, unless it was, like, from their mom or their dad, and it was on a cassette. You know what I mean? I was born in 94. By the time I was buying my own music, cassettes were pretty well not the norm anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, yes.
I remember going to Hastings, pulling the old Violent J discount on a copy of Juggalo Brothers. No, I'm just kidding. I bought it. I always try to support artists. I've always been that way. But, you know, CDs is where it's at. You get the full experience that way. You can throw on some headphones, just kick back or, you know, vibe and partake in something that you like to partake in while you're listening. But, yeah, that being said, Artist of the Week, Susmace. Buy a CD. Even if you don't have a CD player, I'm going to say buy a CD from somebody, because these streaming services be ripping hearts in half and ripping pockets loose. You know what I'm saying? They don't pay artists worth a shit at all, man. Not anywhere close to what they're worth, unless you're getting like 1 million streams a day, and then you could probably still make more if people would just, you know, buy a CD or a t-shirt or a goddamn sticker for 50 cents even most of the time. But yeah, pick up someone's CD. If you support the underground, you support the music scene, all that, you know, show them some real love, man. What's a CD? Most people doing for like $10, man. If you love somebody and you love their craft and their music, and you probably paid $20 to get into the show, why can't you pay $10 for a CD to show that individual some love, not just the venue and the promoter some love, right?
Exactly.
So, let's see. Moving on. We got some major events coming up in the Juggalo community. Juggalo weekend is on Valentine's Day, right?
It is February 14th and February 15th.
So Valentine's Day and the day after. And they're bringing back DCG Con, y'all. It's going to be amazing. We're at, the first one, right? In 2018? Was it the first one?
The second one.
Second one. Whichever one it was 2018, man. And it was a good-ass time, dude, until it got shut down. But I think that kind of made our experience better, because anybody who doesn't know, in 2018, DCG Con got shut down by the venue and other certain entities that like to make awesome things not happen, I'll put it that way. And, yeah, so we thought everything was over. We go back to the hotel room, we're chilling, we're partaking, wake up the next morning all groggy and, you know, stumbly and all that, and we look at social media and it says Insane Clown Posse, free show at the Roxy Denver, and I'm like, dude, we're like 4 blocks away from there, we could totally make that. So we threw some clothes on, we hauled ass over to that venue, which is probably is my favorite venue at this point in life, like, for real. And this show was so amazing, y'all. There was so many juggalos there. There's so many dope opening acts. You had like MC Lars, Mac Sabbath was there. That's when I first learned about him. Ouija and Light?
Yes.
Ouija and Light. And then DJ Clay, right?
Yes.
There was so many dope acts, man. So many. And then the Roxy Denver, it's not like amazingly huge. It's not like a 2-acre venue or, you know, like a football stadium or something. Anybody who has been there definitely knows what I'm talking about. But it was so packed, man. When we were at, like, I was front center stage pretty much with Mama Mac here, and I swear to God, Violent J sweat got on me. It was cool.
Yeah, we were told that we couldn't jump up and down. We had to, like, behave ourselves, because if we didn't, we would make the floor collapse, because there was a basement under us, and if we didn't want the fire marshals and fire department called, we were all gonna have to, like, calm down and, like, behave and stuff like that. And man, we went the wildest we could without making the floor collapse.
Yeah, there were so many juggalos that's hot, sweating, some of them crying, some of them probably bleeding, all of them probably fucked up on something, you know what I mean? Just doing the most, and they had to tell everybody, hey, settle down, or, you know, we're not going to have a venue left, and they're going to shut us down. And it was a great night, man. It was incredible. It was incredible, dude. I wouldn't replace that memory for pretty much anything. I loved it. I loved it. So, yeah, DCG Con. Hopefully this one doesn't get shut down, so everybody can kick it and play their games and do all that. And then what else? I'm looking at the flyer right now. Juggalo Weekend 2025. Friday, Valentine's Day, you got the Tunnel of Love show. Saturday, Insane Clown Posse is the headliners, of course. Same as the Tunnel of Love show there the day before. On the Tunnel of Love Day, which is Valentine's Day on the 14th, you got Chris Calico, Lardy B, Darby O'Trill, and a live taping of JCW Lunacy, Juggalo Championship Wrestling for anybody who doesn't know. Next day, I'm guessing is a standard ICP set on that day. Openers are Ouija Mac, Whitney Payton, Chier Diaz, and another live taping of JCW Lunacy. Like I said, DCG Con is my thing. Says that it runs all weekend. If you've seen the flyer, it says right there at the bottom, featuring the return of DCG Con. It's like almost half the flyer. It's amazing, bro. The graphics are all dope because you know they don't play around when it comes to that shit. I'm excited for that. I'm really excited for that. Yep, I'm really super excited for that.
There's a free shuttle running between both venues.
One's the Sturbridge Host Hotel, and it gives the address for that. And the other one is the Palladium in Worcester. Yeah, there you go. That's crazy. So it's like two different little cities, or what? Because it says Sturbridge down here for the DCG Con, and then the music events in JCW at the Palladium in Worcester.
Probably just a small little drive, like 15, 20-minute drive.
Little suburb towns or something.
Yeah.
I don't know how that works. I know I've heard Worcester before, so it's probably a bigger town. Maybe Sturbridge is like right outside of it, or you know.
Probably like Albuquerque and Rio Rancho.
Something like that. Roswell and Dexter type thing.
Yeah.
That's dope. That's dope. Any other shows that we know that are coming up? Right around the corner type thing.
Well, JCW is going to be in Albuquerque in March, and it's already sold out.
I was about to say, yeah, that's sold out. I wanted to go to that bad, but it was sold out. Which, being our home state, it kind of sucks we're not going to make it. Like, we didn't, get our tickets in time, but it would have been awesome. It would have been awesome. I don't think they go to Albuquerque, whether it's for JCW or just to do shows very often, you know what I mean? So, it's crazy to think that they're right there, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
I guarantee almost Mosh Pit Mike's going to be there. He's a New Mexico OG like that. And then, another bit of exciting random news since we're going through these flyers here. Brand new store drops on February 17th for the Insane Clown Posse. I heard they're giving shit away for free all month long. All you gotta do is on the day that it drops, go and put your information in the little I see you box, I call it, where they track your emails or whatever. I don't know what they do. Anyway, you go put in your information and it says they are giving shit away all month long. So do that if you want a chance at winning some free shit. We know you can afford free. You might not be able to afford DCG Con or Juggalo Weekend at all, but you can definitely afford free. If you have thumbs and you can type in your email address and what have you on your phone, that's all it takes on me. So let's go do that. I feel like I should already do that. I feel like I just need to have everything ready to copy and paste for when it drops.
This is how to enter the giveaways. Hit up shop.insaneclownposse.com and enter your info one time in the enter to win pop-up. Check the inbox to find the confirm your subscription email and click yes, I want to subscribe. Boom, you're in the running for exclusive giveaways all month long.
Yeah, so she reiterated in the words that they have it in what I just said.
Yeah.
And I feel like everyone should do that. I mean, if no one wants to do it, go ahead. I'll be the only dude to do it, and I'll just win everything. That'd be really... Matter of fact, just don't do it. Just sit there and do nothing. That's fine. Alright, so that is about all the music promo and updates we have. I mean, there's always something going on at Wicked Body, so you never know when we're going to hit you with something else. Stay tuned to all the socials. Stay tuned to everywhere you get your Wicked Body information from at this point. Shameless self-plug. You can find us on Facebook at Wicked Body Productions. You can find Bio wherever the fuck he's at. He's kind of mysterious like that. Always pushing out new shit and updates for that face, but no time to waste. Let's get into some wrestling shit.
Laying the smackdown.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So JCW's been tearing shit up with lunacy lately. Like, tearing it up, man. All through 2024 last year. Tapings out the ass. They're pushing that into 2025. Juggalo weekend. Albuquerque, New Mexico. They're doing a show. It's already sold out, like we said earlier. They're killing this shit. And what I find interesting about that is they've done these periodical shows before. One of them, it was called Slam TV, for anybody who don't know. They put one season out on DVD. You can find the other season online. That's as far as it went. I think there's maybe like fucking 25 episodes?
Yeah, maybe.
I don't even know the exact number. That's purely speculation at this point. I've seen them all. Can't tell you how many there is. But with this lunacy thing they're doing, it seems like they're going to push it further than that. They have partners. They have better filming, in my opinion. Sorry to the OG roster, except for a few. Better wrestlers, right? More attractions, and a lot more love going into lunacy than they did with Slam TV. So I really think they're going to push this further. That'll be a better product for all the juggalos, and I'm super proud of what they're doing over there. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
So I really think, keep your eyes on lunacy. If y'all have an opinion about it, is it fresh? Is it stale? Is it trash? Is it fire? Is it one big dumpster fire you don't want to look at anymore? Or can you not look away from it? Either way, let us know in any comment sections where this is posted, and we'll talk about it, man. WWE, moving on. I don't even know where to start with them. I don't. And without mentioning certain names that probably shouldn't be mentioned anymore, you know, like that old gray-haired guy or that roided out ex-UFC fighter, I think they're doing good. I really do. And I haven't watched WWE consistently in years, but I do now. So I know they're doing good. What do you think?
I think that commissioner they got is doing very well for them.
The head of creatives you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, their whole new structure internally, right? It's pretty dope. Triple H, Paul Levesque, in charge of creative, pretty much by himself at this point.
Mm-hmm.
It is so awesome because he's like bringing back some aspects of, like, you know, his era, Attitude Era, and before, without making it too over the top where you want to tell your kids to turn it off, but it's still interesting enough to where the kids ain't the only ones watching.
Well, if you watch Raw and SmackDown and NXT, you're pretty much watching DX because you have Triple H and Shawn Michaels.
Yeah. So Triple H, what you're talking about is Triple H running head of creative for WWE main roster, and then Shawn Michaels kind of taking that same role over for NXT. What I'm excited for, other than this whole Netflix era in its entirety, is they just announced, at the Royal Rumble, that they're bringing a new WWE show to Tubi, right?
Yes.
It's going to be called WWE Evolve, and they're using the same indie promotion logo from the Evolve promotion, which leads me to believe they either bought out Evolve or they're teamed with them. I would assume they bought them out because they got all the money in the wrestling world pretty much. But that's purely speculation. I'm not sure. I'm so excited for that because a lot of dope, amazing talent has always been in those indie promotions like Evolve, like Chikara, like all these indies, man. I mean, if you look at their roster now, it's stacked with people like that.
Oh, yeah, exactly. And they are in NXT also has this new show where they are showing up and coming people who are being, like, how would you put it?
What?
Like they're being auditioned to being put on to NXT.
What show are you talking about? So you have NXT. I don't know if Level Up is still a new thing, but that was like NXT's other show. And then there's I forget the name of it, but it's like a training camp show that WWE is doing that shows all these new applicants that are trying to become wrestlers. They might make it, they might not. It's one of those type of things.
One.
I forget what it's called, but I mean, it's there. You know what I mean? It's not really my type of thing. When I watched a little bit of it, it seemed more like
a reality show?
Yeah, well, that's what it is, right? So are they going to make it? Are they going to not? Oh, this trainer said that. This guy failed at this. It's more dramatic, right? In the sense of, you know, a reality TV show. So to me, I'm all about the wrestling. And they were just like, hey, we got this new guy and he's going to wrestle this other new guy. And this is the first time they're in the ring ever. I'd watch that all day.
Oh, you know okay, I see.
But it's kind of like, you know, the story and the path of certain individuals who either make it or don't. You know what I mean? So it's not really my thing. I don't know if that show's still going on, actually. Because whenever I looked at it before, it had one season, and I don't know if they made any more of it or not. I really don't. So, I mean, maybe keep an eye out for that. And if you like that type of thing, tune in. Let me know the name of it. You know what I mean? Because I don't remember off the top of my head. But, yeah, it's pretty dope. It's not my type of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, my gosh. How was that ending to the Royal Rumble?
Talking about the ending to the show? Like the men's Royal Rumble match? Or the ending to that insane Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes match? Or are you talking about the ending to the women's Royal Rumble match? What are you talking about the ending of with the Royal
Just
Rumble?
All of it. Like, just the bits and pieces that you're talking about. All of it.
For me, it's those three matches that were most memorable. I think there was one more, right? The tag team match with Motor City Machine Guns, right?
Yes. And
First
which
of all,
I thought they were robbed.
They were robbed, of course. Motor City Machine Guns, hands down, probably like my third favorite tag team ever. Definitely honorable mentions in the competition for the GOAT of tag teams. But, yes, they were robbed. That match was dope. It did not steal the show in the way that I wouldn't say most, but some people thought it would. To me, what stole the show was, as where I'll start my critique of it, if you want to call it that, or my review, was Cody Rhodes versus Kevin Owens, man. For WWE, what people don't understand these days is that match was insane. Like, they pushed it. They did everything they could to give the fans a good show. You know what I mean? It was brutal. I thought Cody Rhodes broke his back at one point, and I could have swore Kevin Owens died at the end. But without spoiling too much for anybody who hasn't seen it, if you haven't seen that, go and check it out, man, because it's insane. It is dope for WWE. It is.
The comebacks of the women's Royal Rumbles, the biggest pop of the night, you would not expect it.
You're talking about Alexa Bliss.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Alexa Bliss comes back at the Royal Rumble, and some people expected it, very few, I would say, because they had this whole thing going on, like she wanted more money with her contract or whatever. Come to find out, she was right there the whole time, apparently. She comes out later on in the match, towards the end, and dude, Road Warriors pop almost, you know what I mean?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
It was crazy. It was crazy. And I'm happy to see her
Flair
back.
Didn't even get a bigger pop. Even when she won, even when Charlotte Flair won, she didn't get a bigger pop than Alexa Bliss did when she came out.
Well, I think it's because whenever you talk about Charlotte Flair, I would never say someone's been handed their career, but she's a legacy. She works her ass off. She's known to be like the top chick. You know what I mean? There's a few of those. So there's a few top dudes too, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, that being said, when she announced before the Rumble that she was coming back at the Rumble, and she planned to win the Rumble,
everyone was like, she's going to win that.
That's what I'm saying. It didn't really seem like a prediction or an announcement. It seemed like, hey, man, this is the plan. Like Paul Heyman, says, I got spoilers tonight. You know what I'm saying?
That's not a promise.
That's not a prediction. That's a spoiler. Exactly.
Yeah, that's not a prediction. That's a spoiler.
Exactly. And it didn't just seem that way. It did when it happened, right? But it was proven to be that that's exactly what it was. This might be a hot take for some people. She's a respectable wrestler. She's talented. I don't like her. I'm not a fan. It's not that I don't like her. I'm not a fan, man. But it probably stems from the fact that I wasn't a huge Ric Flair fan after a certain point, and that's her dad. You know what I mean? I don't know how to put it other than they're cocky and arrogant, and I don't really relate to that. They're heels, but even when they're faces, still don't relate to them. You know what I mean?
Now, this is coming from somebody that doesn't live their life the healthiest way. I'm overweight. I don't eat healthy things, stuff like that. But will she stop changing her face?
I mean, I would never critique someone for what they choose to do with their own body, I guess, but it's not what I would choose to do. All right, I'm going to shout him out. My boy JR and me were talking about this exact subject in our butcher shop group on Discord, man. He made not a meme, but a post about it. And if you look side-by-side images of Charlotte Flair when she entered NXT at the PC and her now, it doesn't... The math ain't mathing. You know what I mean? It doesn't look like the same person in a lot of ways because of what you're saying. She does.
But I can't say that because my girl, my day one, except for Beth Phoenix, my day one, Natalia, is doing the same thing.
I don't think that it's like we should be calling out certain individuals because it's kind of like an industry thing, man. More so with certain people than others, right?
They make them do that.
Even if they don't make them, they might choose to. You know what I mean? Like, this is the aesthetic I'm going for. I mean, it's not just celebrities or wrestlers or any type of person that does it. I know people in life that I probably wouldn't recognize now if I saw them because 10 years ago, they were a whole different characteristics to their face, like all that.
I feel like they're trying to be divas still. Not.
So what you're getting at is like they're too focused on the looks, right?
Right.
You know, a decade plus ago in WWE with female wrestlers, that's all anybody cared about, right?
Right.
You know what I mean? It seemed that way until people like Lita and Trish Stratus came around and were like, hey, we're going to actually wrestle, right? Mm-hmm. So I get what you're saying. They're kind of like holding women back. Is that what your perspective is as a woman? Yes. Well, then, yeah, I get that. That's not cool, man. But you got to understand at the same time, you look at dudes like Gunther. He used to weigh 100 pounds more than he does now. I heard that they told him he needed to lose weight. He lost the weight. And that's kind of the same scenario. You have other dudes that are like, you know, watch themselves in the ring one week and they're like, oh, I'm getting out of shape. They come back and they're jacked and 50 pounds lighter. It kind of goes both ways. So it's not just the women's division that's being affected by that. It's everybody. You know what I'm saying?
I know, it's so sad. Alright, next subject.
Hold on. Before we move on, I don't really think it's sad. I mean, everybody who's trying to be successful and be the best at what they can be takes whatever steps they can to make that happen. You know what I'm saying? So, it's like me when I'm on a track. If I write a verse and I have a whack beat and I'm like, I can make a better beat than this, I go back and I make a better beat. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's kind of that aspect. That being said, definitely, guys, hopefully if you're tuning into this specific podcast, you're into music and you're into wrestling, hopefully somewhere in the realm of the underground. Check out JCW Lunacy. Check out what WWE is doing lately, because usually I'm not a WWE guy. They've been doing great recently. Shout out Jacob Fatu. I don't know him, but he's the one right now to me. And yeah, man, what else we gotta say?
Well, I think that's about it. Unless you got a couple jokes you want to say.
I might have one. What kind of jokes we talking? Dad jokes, bad jokes, somewhere in between. Can I just tell my favorite one?
Tell them your favorite one.
Alright, man, so don't take this in an anti-Semitic way, because it's not. It's not racist. Nothing like that. It sounds like it could be when I start the joke. But in honesty, it's innocent humor. How does baby Hitler tie his shoes?
How?
In tiny little dotsies. Yeah, there you go. And this has been EMW, Extreme Music Wrestling. I'm Big Mac.
And I'm Mama Mag.
And until next time, guys, I'm going to leave you with 2 suggestions. Number 1, you check out Mickey Knuckles and everyone else that was a part of Tournament of Death 21 for the promotion Combat Zone Wrestling. If you're not familiar, get familiar, because they are probably the dopest over the past decade or 2 or however long they've been around with American deathmatch shit. Tournament of Death 21. Shout out Mickey Knuckles. And we will leave you with this track by myself, Big Mac, and my boy Wozy So Cold. It's called Razor Boards and Light Tubes, man. Coming your way soon. If you haven't already heard it, you can hear it now. The ring set up, backyard filled up. This shit I built only cause I feel the love of the family fans that have already showed up. Is my passion, all the crashing into sharp stuff. The blood in the blades, the amount of rage I get to release when I feel and cause the pain. Forces endorphins into my brain, kinda the same as a junkie on the needle. The word on every page, and my story is covered in tales of these glory encounters and bloodthirst. So do your worst against me or get beat down dirty without warning. When it's over, we're both gonna look like we need a hearse. And my curse is I'm in love with this shit, bro. Broken glass and bars ain't shit, just the schizo. I try not to go this hard, but I need my fix, so it's back to the fucking ring to split some wigs, ho. Razor boards, give me more and more. Razor boards, give me more. Razor boards, light tubes, give me more. Light tubes, more than CZW.
Hit you with the cans on like Jun Kasai. Hit you with the blade right between your fucking eyes. Hit you with the kendo stick with the razor blades. Now you looking like your blood is fucking Minute Maid pouring from your head. Now you looking dead. Whole lot of glass, whole lot of bloodshed. Then I take you to the shed full of barbed wire, wrap it around you. Then I power bomb you, you're expired. Get the title around my waist, it says hardcore. And furthermore, y'all don't want this fucking war. Charge of glass in your back while I beat your ass. Then I hit you in the head with a fucking axe. It's plain, I hit you with a cactus with the fucking tax. You get smacked and slapped, then I laugh. It's me, Wozy, on the fucking beat. Champion hardcore, nigga, you can never defeat me. Yeah.
Razor boards, give me more and more. Razor boards, give me more. Razor boards, light tubes, give me more. Light tubes, more than CZW. Light tubes and razor boards, barbecue stores, the ocean of blood in which I'll never reach shore. Glass panes, razor wire, all the rules ignored. Crashing through the flaming table, straight hitting the floor. I need more. Give me all you got, top rope to the floor. I live for the hot spots. Battle torn and bruised just to let the odds rot. All my foes fall, they ain't taking my spot on top. King of the death match, that's the strap I got around my waist. Not wasting any time on fake chops. Great plots, build up with my boys from way back. They made it to the big show, they can't come back. One day I'll be there too, but today it ain't that. Powerbomb the competition, lay 'em out flat. Hook the leg on top of the pile of the glass on the mat. And it's 1, 2, 3 pin for the win. Mac is still the champ. Razor boards, give me more and more. razor boards, give me more razor boards, light tubes, give me more light tubes, more than CZW. Razor boards, give me more and more. Razor boards, give me more razor boards, light tubes, give me more light tubes, more than CZW.